tonight?
Yes, sir.
You're doing a great job. No, I'm not.
Okay.
Okay, wasn't a great performance, certainly defensively, but we got the win, and that's obviously the most important thing. You know, I was really concerned going into this game just because you play at Richmond in a big-time environment, and then you come back here, and I was really concerned with a letdown. And I don't think they necessarily let down physically as much as we did mentally. We've got to do a better job of, when they initially break our press, when we speed teams up, of scrambling out defensively out of that. So we just got to learn from it. It's tough because you got a quick turnaround. You got 1 day prep for Wofford, but you've got to address the immediate defensive concerns. And so we will do that. We'll watch the film tonight, and we'll get back at it tomorrow.
Obviously, you know, going into the Syracuse next week, you want to be as healthy as possible, you know, and have all your guys available. You know, Mo's not going to be there, and then Joey, are you concerned about him moving forward?
Well, we're going to wait till tomorrow. They're going to check him out tomorrow. We're not sure exactly what it is just yet. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. But yeah, I mean, we're undermanned, and especially in the front court, even more undermanned would be very difficult. So hopefully we get some good news tomorrow. They'll check him out. It's always tough to know right away. You got to kind of check him up in the morning and see from there.
Did you see the team kind of settling for perimeter shots early on?
Very much so. Very much so. You know, told them, you know, a lot of it had to do with they were switching a lot of things, and instead of us driving and attacking the paint, we were settling for way too many threes. We talked about that, and we just didn't do a great job of it. We really wanted to get fouled, and we did a better job in the second half than the first half. I don't think the offense was as much as the issue as the defense was. Defense got to improve.
Otto said it felt like you were losing at halftime. Is that what it felt like to you?
I wanted to make them feel like it was losing at halftime. You know, the biggest thing is, and I think you got to give Coastal Carolina credit. You know, Coach Ellis has got over 600 wins, and he's got a good young team. I know he likes his talent. So they made really good plays. I just didn't like the energy. I didn't think it was great for whatever that reason was. I just tried to get them going a little bit and get them to understand that, guys, we got to tighten everything up because, you know, we've got one more game here, and then we go on the road, 3 games in 3 days. So we just got to shore up a lot of things.
Did you feel any of that in shoot around or practice with the guys just kind of being a little sluggish?
Not really. They were good in practice, but I was definitely concerned just with a mental lapse of whatever it may be. I was concerned with that. They've been very, very professional. They've been very mature, but sometimes it's just tough to get them going on certain nights. And you know, right now is a tough time. Then December, when we go on break, it's always traditionally a tough time to get them going. So you got to try to do a bunch of different things. I don't think, again, their effort was bad. It was more just their mental, you know, sharpness wasn't great.
It seemed like DeAndre Matthew was all over the court tonight. Is that kind of a good example of the type of game he brings?
Yeah, he should always be able to affect the game. He showed that with 6 assists. He had 3 steals, made a big play at the end of the game. You know, so he can always bring something because of his speed, because of his quickness, because of the way that we play. We've just got to do a better. We sped them up. We didn't do our job after that. And a lot of that has to do with just growing and understanding. A team's going to do different things against you in the press.
Career high points tonight. Coach, where do you think his confidence is now compared to where it was when you came in?
Well, I mean, he should be very confident because he's playing really hard. I know they had been said that he just didn't have confidence with his jump shot last year, whatever it may be, but I think a lot of that has to do with, too, is he knows he's going to play, so you're going to be much more confident. You know, he played 30 minutes, did some good things. He's playing really hard. As long as guys play hard and do things on the defensive end and the rebounding, by all means, shoot it when you're open. That's what I tell them. I don't worry if it goes in. I prefer it to go in, but you know, it's as long as you're doing all those other little things, he's good by me.
Loose balls tonight?
You know, I didn't even get it. I was checking on Joey. I apologize.
What about deflections? You have those?
Didn't get it either.
Okay.
With Otto and Elliott, they're just a different type of front court than you know, what Minnesota had last year. You know, they affect the game different ways. Otto's a shooter, more of a shooter than, you know, Rodney, and LA's got more size.
Yeah.
Trevor, I mean, he talked about the difference.
Yeah, totally different, totally different. Those, you know, Trevor and Rodney are really two very good, obviously, front court players. I mean, Rodney is, I believe, in the D League, and Trevor is over in Italy, so those are two guys who are pros. Not to say that Otto and Elliott won't be, hopefully they will be, but definitely different. Those guys were athletic, whereas Otto and Elliott, maybe they can do different things offensively than those two guys can do. Elliott's playing really hard, Otto's playing really hard. We could have used Joey because, you know, Elliott played 34 minutes, so that was tough. Anybody else?
You good?
You worried a little bit about, I guess, Elliott giving him a lot of run, he played second most minutes, I think, against Richmond, and tied for the most minutes tonight. 34 is a lot for him to go, obviously.
Worried about what?
Worried about him kind of, I guess, wearing down as the season goes on?
No, I mean, we've only played 4 games. We're-
But at this pace, we're to keep up.
Yeah, I don't plan on playing him 34 minutes a game. It had something to do with Joey King getting hurt. So yeah, if he had to play 34 minutes, I'd worry about it. But you know, hopefully Joey's healthy tomorrow, and we don't have those worries. But I worry about everything. So that's the way it goes as a coach.
Thank you.
So thank you guys.